Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
And tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final on this very special weekend, because this is championship weekend on the high school mats, and the tri-states got off to a terrific start in pushing 12 different grapplers this morning in 3 states into their respective Final Fours. Obviously, still plenty of drama ahead tonight and tomorrow, but the wrestling windfall early today was impressive in Des Moines, Columbia, and Champaign. That's where we start, where things went awry tonight. Out of the 8 gentlemen from Illinois who were sent to the semifinals, only this man, Pittsfield, Zach Abney, was able to pull off a victory. You are watching Abney at 170 pounds taking on Mercer County's John Rickey. And this was a tightly fought match. That takedown you saw there earlier proved pivotal today, as Zach Abney would end up pulling off the 8-6 victory. He is the only local guaranteed a spot in the championship and the only one still eligible. Congratulations to Zach Abney, who got the big win today, but all of the rest of our Illinois semifinalists are in the back draw wrestling for 3rd place. Meanwhile, at Missouri today, fun day going on in the quarterfinals for Tyler Janes taking on John Melton of Staley. Got this early takedown to take a 2-1 lead. He's still leading with 30 seconds left in the 3rd period, but look at Melton coming all the way back. He just needs the back points to take the lead, but great resourceful wrestling here by Mr. Tyler Janes as he keeps his back away from the mat, escapes that near disaster right there, stays alive right here. A couple of seconds left. Janes up 3-2. He ends up getting the victory here in the quarterfinals. He also won tonight in the semifinals, so Tyler Janes will wrestle tomorrow at 126 for a state championship. Also today, wrestling for the Hannibal Pirates and wrestling very well. We take you to 106 pounds now, where it's Chandler Foey in the black tights taking on Harrison Bayman of Grain Valley. And this was all Foey today, who was just absolutely dominant at 106. The takedown, later the back points in this one. He was ridiculous, up 11-0 at one point in this match before he decides to go for the pin. He wins his quarterfinal, and congratulations to Chandler Foey as well, as he would end up winning his semifinal 2-0. So Foey and Janes wrestling for state championships in Columbia tomorrow. We'll be tracking both on the big overtime show tomorrow. The only bad news tonight for Hannibal, Kyle Muring ends up coming up short tonight in the semifinals, losing a 3-2 decision, so he'll wrestle back for 3rd place tomorrow. Let us move on to the Iowa side of the docket. Clayton Hawker's Cinderella run at 132 pounds, at least towards a state championship for Fort Madison, has come to an end as he picks up the loss today to Bryce Steedert. Final count in that one was 6-2. The news, not very good for Alex Goss, who was eliminated as well. Let us do some basketball now. Let's talk about Quincy High School, and the problems continue in conference play for the Blue Devils as they continue to fall apart down the stretch. They lose an ugly game to Alleman tonight. 61-50 is your final. That is the Blue Devils now falling to 6-3 in conference play, their 3rd straight conference loss. Tough night at Alleman for Quincy High School. Meanwhile, interesting game tonight over in Camp Point. West Hancock visiting, and Paxton Harmon with a great high take off the glass from him right here, but early on in this game would be Central taking the early lead in this game, as outside of Paxton Harmon, West Hancock's offense didn't do much. This is Marcus Landis with the drive kick and finds Douglas Weiss for the bucket. More from Central. This time Cole Phillips going to dial up a long-range bucket and make that fall. Then West Hancock would get hot, go on an 18-0 run in the 2nd quarter. How about some Parker Gibbs with the lay-in early? But for the most part, how about this? Paxton Harmon, just a monster night for the All-State, All-Player of the Year candidate. Ended up with 34 on the night as the Titans rally big. They get the big victory tonight. Reno Pinkston's team winning 47-25 behind those 34 points from Paxton Harmon. We had big fun in Pike County tonight as well. Senior night at Bosch Hall Gymnasium, where if Twitter is to be believed, it's a rather warm gym. They don't really crack open any windows there. We all knew that. Early on in this game, nip and tuck in this one. Wade Smith with the quick bucket. And then on the run out, Brant Bess is going to get away from everybody as well, as Pittsfield's going to jump out to the early 1-point lead thanks to Mr. Bess right here. Liberty, though, giving as good as it got in the early going in this game. Michael Blewett playing creator. Going to hook up with Tyler Orman, who's going to knock down the jumper right here for the 3. And again, away we go, back and forth in this ball game. Wade Smith, have a night. 15 points for him. 3-point jumper, good from the wing. He's not done. Wade Smith making his presence felt all over the floor. However, again, Liberty not going anywhere, not going away in this ball game. First, you'll see, as you see right here, Wade Smith finally coming free and getting the bucket to go against the double team. Michael Blewett going to do some work at the other end, knocking down the long-range jumper. He's got that in the repertoire. The defense also good for Liberty. Michael Mass coming up here with a massive block some high wattage swattage. However, Liberty felled tonight by Pittsfield. Ethan Barrowman and company get the job done at home on senior night. Final count in this one in favor of the Sockies. As you see Mr. Barrowman punctuate our highlights, 51-47 would be your final. On the Illinois scoreboard tonight, Macomb struggles as Rockridge guarantees itself at least a share of the conference crown with a 55-41 win tonight at the Hangar. Elsewhere on the docket tonight, Unity wins over Brown County 58-42. Also tonight, Lanphier goes to Jacksonville and ruins senior night 63-58, your final in that ball game. We've got West Central beating Waverly tonight 48-37 behind 10 points from Austin Bays. Also on this night, West Prairie a loser by 10 to Mercer County. Dalton Dieters 20 points to no avail in that ball game. How about Mark Twain and South Shelby going on at it? Everybody in Center Missouri tonight going to cut loose, going to cut foot loose, if you will. The scenario in this game, South Shelby playing for an outright conference title with a win. If they lose, they get a share. They didn't want to share. Cabe Simpson from the outside knocking down the three, and this kid has stolen my shirt. Actually, it's a little bigger than that, but I like the idea. The boy genius working it. Meanwhile, looking like a boy genius early in this game from the perimeter, Logan Epperson burying threes right and left to keep his team afloat in the first quarter. Unfortunately for Mark Twain, South Shelby answered every buzzer and every call in this game. Preston Wood, he played so well tonight, somebody bought him a soda. Somebody from Mark Twain bought him a soda. That's how well Preston Wood played tonight. Great stuff from him. Wyatt Proper played well tonight and also passed well to big Andre McClure with a finish there. Adam Ellison doing some nice work as well in this ball game, as it would be South Shelby. Yeah, run away with that title. They end up taking it all by themselves. You're going to watch Hadley Roberts finish off these highlights. 69-56 is your final in favor of the South Shelby Cardinals. Elsewhere on the docket tonight, we take you to beautiful Edina, Knox County, taking on in this ball game Scotland County. Always great arch rivalries going on right here. Ryan Strange driving to the lane, strong for the hoop and the two right here. Scotland County going to answer, though, a blessing in disguise from Jacob Blessing with the athletic drive and the take. Then the big fella, Lucas Howard, making his presence felt on the inside. Knox County, though, having none of this. Andrew Hunolt about to do the thing with a baby hook shot right there for the Eagles. That would work. And how about some more Hunolt making some splashes in this game from the outside as well. And how about this from Mr. Boone? Seti Boone knocking down the jumper right here on the lay-in. Good stuff from him. Donovan Edwards also a really nice night as well. Royce Poor establishing things on the interior, as it would be a big win tonight for Knox County over their arch rivals. 56-41 your final in that ball game. How about the Hannibal Pirates night on the road at Fulton, looking for a win, looking to build some momentum for the playoffs in 2 weeks. They would do exactly that. Dalton Powell at the top of his game in the city of the Hornets, knocking down the three-pointer here. He was not alone in that endeavor. Eric Hugenberg shooting the ball exceptionally well, I should say, for the Pirates as well. That's his thing, knocking down long-range jumpers, and he does it well. Everybody kind of getting into the act as Hannibal would strike up the band. It's not their band, but it still works. From the outside, Mitch Nichols, wide open and requited. Dylan Powell also having one of his better games in recent days as he takes over in the low blocks. All about the Hannibal Pirates tonight as they win 49-34 was your final in that ball game. Other Missouri scores to pass along tonight. The Clopton boys winners over Wellsville 63-39. Monroe City and Palmyra in a thriller tonight, 69-63 in that ball game. Basil Keller with 21 points to lead his team to victory. Louisiana gets a great game from Tristan Castilla again, but unfortunately can't win for themselves at Macon. Macon playing really good ball of late. 74-64 your final on that one. Highland a winner on the road over Centralia. Brandon Davie, Davie leading the way in that ball game with 26 points. We've got girls action now for you. Monroe City, Palmyra going at it. Palmyra has already clinched a conference title, but what's better than a conference title? An undefeated conference title as Palmyra goes to work in this one. Alexis Van Nostrand getting the putback right there, and then she's going to hook up with her bestie right here, Evie Miles, for the pretty finish. You know what? Monroe City really just couldn't take care of the ball tonight. Palmyra would feast on it. It's a 9-0 run right here as Miss Van Nostrand, LVN, getting the job done at the other end, finishing strong. Monroe City trying to stop the bleeding. Olivia Krager in a first half that was kind of a nightmare for Monroe City, gets the bucket there. Too little, too late. Kiet Monday with a three before the half, but it was a 23-point lead at the half and never got any prettier as Monroe City loses. Palmyra goes undefeated in conference play. Congratulations to the Lady Panthers. 55-30 your final in that ball game. Speaking of teams trying to go undefeated in conference play, the Knox County Lady Eagles trying to win the Tri-Rivers Conference outright tonight. They would open the game with plenty of defense. Devin Goodhouse, get that away from me. Great stuff from her. the other end, though, Jessica Monroe says, what you do, I can do better. She had a nice block. Knox County's offense comes to life right here. Sarah Dooley, working for 2 of her team high 16 points. Katie Howard finishing off as well as the girls from Knox County get it done tonight, winning 59-48. Finally on the scoreboard tonight, girls basketball action. North Shelby, a winner over Milan, 42-39 was your final in that ball game. Macon jumps all over Louisiana, 48-23, your final in that ball game as well. And Brookfield tonight knocks off Clark County 75-49. That is all the time we have. Oh, Bowling Green will winner tonight as well. All the time we've got. Loaded overtime tomorrow, including, we hope, a couple of state championship wrestlers right here at 10:30.